So hello and welcome to another episode of Coffee with SamPaul. We are at the Cafe 228 in Grote Street in Adelaide City CBD. I'm joined today by Jez from Urban Desserts. How you going?
Good, how are you?
Very good, man, very good. I just got to have a quick sip of my old coffee.
Yep.
been a day and a half already.
It's a morning for it.
Yeah, I know, man. A gorgeous day too, which is fantastic. So spring is definitely here.
Yeah, picked a good one.
Yeah. Well, I planned it.
Yeah, there you go.
What do we do? A couple of weeks ahead though, so could have known whether it was going to be light, but that's all
nice.
good. I'm going to bump me up there a little bit. So, all right. So tell us a little bit about how did you come up with the idea for Urban Desserts?
Urban Desserts for me was more of like a creative sort of outlet. I really wanted to something that carried how I see my life and my world in art, in regards to like poetry. I really try to speak to that art world in regards to what I do. Patisserie is actually just one of the things I do.
Yeah,
many different things.
So, okay.
Yeah.
So what else do you do?
Well, I've painted in the past. I've been drawing since I was a kid.
Oh, nice.
I don't do much drawing anymore because I don't have the time. But too busy with Urban Desserts.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. It means you're going well.
So I guess it's just. If it doesn't come out in one way, it comes out in another way.
Yeah.
So
sure.
I still write poetry from time to time,
Ever performed any of it? Like poetry slams? Or...
Not yet.
Not yet?
I would like to. I probably would just laugh. I wouldn't take it seriously as it probably should be.
Yeah.
I would end up just laughing about it, but every time something's a little bit too serious, I just chuckle about stuff.
Sometimes it's the best way to get through it, man. Like life. You don't want life to be too serious, but
Absolutely.
I'm noticing a lot of really cool art on you as well, like tattoos
cool.
and things. Did you design those yourself, or?
Not necessarily, because I think art is very much a form of the artist.
Yes.
So if you find the right artist for what you want, you go to that person.
Yeah.
A lot of tattooists they have their own style, they have their own sort of the way they do things. So with my tattooist that did my neck, I just said, look, this is what I'm sort of after.
Yeah.
You run with it.
Yeah.
I trust you with the colours, trust you with the details.
Yep.
I'm just here to take the pain.
Yeah. It's funny though, because I've got a very low pain threshold. I'm a bit of a sook when it comes to things like that. But I must admit, when I got my first one, which was I got my son's name here.
Oh yeah.
It actually wasn't as bad as I expected, but I do distinctly remember, because I've used the same guy, since day one. And I didn't realise that he was actually relatively new to tattooing when I got that done. I actually didn't know that until after the fact. But he goes, he puts the tattoo gun down. I'm like, oh, you're done? He goes, yeah, the outline. I'm like, oh shit. But yeah, it wasn't as bad as a lot of people I think. And I think it's worth it. They say we suffer for our art.
Yeah. I knew when I was a kid that I'd be covered in tattoos.
Yeah.
I knew it very, very early on. I'm like, that's how I see myself, and covered in art is just, I'm a walking art piece.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Yeah.
It's good. It beautifies things. I love that about street art as well, because cities can be a very, very dull place.
Yeah.
But you whack a bit of painting up here and a bit of stenciling and all that, like Banksy and that kind of stuff, and boom, you've got a walking art studio around you, it's a canvas everywhere you go. I love it. And now you bring it to the plate.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I've got my boom here, which is fantastic.
I have to say, that's pretty damn cool, man. I've got a good boom box at home for playing all my old cassettes, and now I'm sitting with a cake in front of me, which looks just like it, which is so cool. What would be one of your, I don't know, what I'm trying to say here, your, something that you've made, maybe it might be a one-off or something, I don't know if you do one-off things, or if they're always sort of a somewhat, not mass-produced obviously, but you do a bunch of the same ones for a client. But has there ever been anything that's just really gone, wow, this is way beyond what I ever expected I'd be doing at Urban Desserts? Like someone said to you, I want something like this, and you've created it, and it's just been it's even blown your mind away.
We do larger desserts, so larger versions of these.
Yep.
We do them for parties and weddings and whatnot. So I've made some that I sit back and go, wow, that is incredible. and then I get a lot of good feedback from the customers as well. So
That's good.
It's very much a once of,
Yeah.
like, because we make, I guess, we call them a unit, like, which is like the actual cake part,
Yep.
and then the decorations come afterwards, sort of thing. Like, so we custom all our decorations. I hand pipe all the written messages,
Yep.
and I've got a bit of a sort of like a graffiti hand, so I'll write in my own writing. And
Yeah.
not many people can emulate it.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, graffiti art in particular
Love it.
is massive for my business as well. So my Colonnades kiosk, so Noarlunga Centre, shopping centre is Colonnades.
Yep.
So we've got a kiosk that's in the centre of the mall there.
Yep.
And the front of it is just graffiti art, which is obviously I do my best to make sure that artists get that recognition and the money for that.
Yeah, of course.
So I don't try and pinch anyone's work.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah, my logo in particular is done by a graffiti artist.
Yep.
I just put an advert out recently, which is done by the same graffiti artist, but
Yeah, nice.
he's done the audio.
Yeah.
So I love that sort of like community sort of I guess really respecting the artists.
Yeah, 100%, man. See, I meant to ask you, like, just for the camera, for people watching, what you've got there is.
So I drink oat cappuccino with a shot of caramel because
Yep.
I think oat and caramel are very pairing flavours.
Yeah.
So the chocolate on top is just for me, really.
Yeah, because it's always interesting to find out. I think, I mean, I don't know what it tells me, but I feel like what someone drinks when they're coffee or tea, or because I've had tea, coffee, hot chocolate, you know, I don't, even though my show's Coffee with SamPaul, like, I don't make people have coffee if they don't want it.
Like,
But
no,
I think-
you'll have coffee.
Yeah, you will drink a coffee, double shot now. But you know, I think that really, I think it kind of tells people a lot about the person.
Yeah.
I just haven't quite worked out what it is that's telling me, but I just know
Yeah.
that in some way, shape, or form, this is telling me about you.
Absolutely.
And like most people that would watch the show, all 5 or 6 of you, would know that I generally always get an oat
Sure,
mocha.
there's more than that.
No.
I'm going to get all of my followers watching this stuff.
Well, I better put it out early then. Nah. Yeah, so like, I always drink oat mocha. That's generally my go-to. Occasionally I'll have a chai if I've had like lots of coffee for one day, which I try not to. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just, you know, I like the chocolate in there because it kind of, I feel like it sweetens it to a degree without having to actually put sugar in.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
because I never
Yeah.
put sugar in my coffee anymore. So
Yep. No, I mean, like, I used to, but the caramel does that. So
yeah.
But yeah, in regards to my product.
Yes, let's talk about the product.
Yeah,
That's what we're here for.
In regards to my product, I really try to focus on quality and creativity.
Yeah.
So I'll cut this one open. I'll show you what I mean.
Yeah, Dad, please do. I've been staring at it all since the show started. Ooh.
So hopefully you guys can see that. Maybe not.
Should we hold it up?
Yeah, we can hold it up. So this one is called Boom, and it's a dark chocolate mousse with a thick caramel and a walnut cake. So
Ooh.
those three flavors put together
Yeah.
make an incredible cake, and make an incredible dessert. So
Gave me a chocolate mousse.
yeah. And when I put this one together, I worked out how it would sort of come together, and then I work out the details afterwards. There's a lot of chocolate in here. There's a lot of chocolate on the outside.
I can see
so
that.
it's very much a chocolate person's dream.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
once you get to that cake in the middle, it's that little bit of like, oh, that's nice. But yeah, there are very. I follow the French way of patisserie, which is less sweet, more flavour.
Yeah, okay.
So I use good quality chocolate. All the ingredients that I can get here, I will. But also I get a lot of purees that are really high concentrate purees, like such as a strawberry puree.
Yep.
And that strawberry, like, you will taste like the fields of strawberries.
Yeah, nice.
In each bite. So it's just about having that quality behind what we do.
We'll get some links from you to put into the description of the video.
Yeah, for
And that
sure.
way people can keep track of where you're going and what you're doing, and hopefully they'll come and check out what you're doing, because I haven't tried it yet. I'm hoping I'm going to get to.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Or did you just
You can have
finish
the big
teaser?
bit. I have a little bit.
Oh,
'Cause
God.
I've eaten. I ate one yesterday.
I
Can't
might,
eat too many
I might do it
cakes.
off camera though. No one wants to see me eating that, because it'd be like cooking monster. Really appreciate you like coming and having a chat with me and sharing, you know, stuff about urban desserts. And I've got my eye on that.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
absolutely.
I will have to probably share on socials that once I've tried it to the people, because people are going to go, oh well, what's that like? I've got to tell them. So I'm sure.
That's your excuse, isn't it? Yeah. I've got to tell them.
Yeah, I've got to tell you. It's a what's it called? It's a community service.
Yeah. Fair enough. Sounds good.
So, but no, thank you very much, man. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate what you're doing, and I wish you all the best. And we're definitely going to keep an eye on what you're doing and where you go next. And I'm very keen to hear that, to try that rose from the concrete.
Yeah.
Not just because I'm a fan of Tupac, but
it's called The Poet.
The Poet, yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Interestingly, when I had breakfast, what I had was what was it called now? I can't. Music to my mouth.
Yeah,
which so like there was music and now we're talking poetry, like it's all related.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries, man. Thank you, and peace. That's really